Another team I want to harp on right here, the 49ers. Once again, we have to talk about them because of how good they've been. McCaffrey, monster day. Brock Purdy, monster day. They beat up on the Cardinals, but the 49ers, after this win, they are the clear Super Bowl favorites. I think Brock Purdy now is the clear MVP favorite, especially after Dak Prescott got embarrassed yesterday by the Buffalo Bills. And quite honestly, there's no talking me off of Brock Purdy as MVP anymore. You know, I was up in the air when I was like, okay, I'll listen to the debate about Dak Prescott being MVP, but now it's clear. It's over. The door was open. Now it's shut. Brock Purdy's MVP. I know you can still argue and sit here and say, what about Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, these guys? It's a quarterback award, so we have to give it to a quarterback, but even it doesn't matter. Brock Purdy has been insane. And for everyone saying he's throwing the ball 6 yards to Deebo Samuel, checkdowns to Christian McCaffrey, go watch a 49er game before you read your cute little comment sections on Reddit, Instagram, Twitter, and see all that. Because if you actually go and look at the statistics and watch a full 49er game, you see that this dude airs out the ball. He goes through all of his reads and he makes the best play available. And it just so happens that Deebo Samuel is arguably the most explosive player in the league. I still think he's number 2 to Tyreek Hill, but sorry that you have a guy who can do it all. Sorry that you have a guy in Christian McCaffrey that can do it all. I'm sorry that the 49ers can construct a really good roster. I know you would love to hate on them, but it sucks to suck. Just face the facts that Brock Purdy is better than you want to admit he is. Brock Purdy's amazing. I really like this guy. The story is absolutely incredible. Mr. Irrelevant to Mr. Relevant. We've heard it all. And if he can get a Super Bowl and lead this team to a Super Bowl, which I think they're coming out of the NFC at this point. But if he can get them to win a Super Bowl, what a story that would be. And I don't know what people are going to have to hate on at this point, because I watched this game and I just see a very good quarterback and a guy who would succeed in any NFL, on any NFL team and elevate them, frankly, for what that's worth. So I know people are going to come at us and be like, oh, stop the glazing of Brock Purdy this and that. He's not that good. All he does is check it down to Deebo, this and that. And what I have to say to you guys is go watch tape and look at the statistics, because that's just not true whatsoever. And I just don't like to see that, because you see it time and time again. A deep 40-yard pass to Kittle for a touchdown. Deep pass to Deebo Samuel. Brandon Ayuk is always open for a 35-yard catch and run. So you do tell me what your excuse is now, especially after this game. What's your excuse now? I'll sit here and I'll listen. Go find your cute little excuses. I'll wait, because you have none. There are absolutely no excuses why Brock Purdy shouldn't be MVP. He's a top quarterback in the league, and I just don't see how you can argue otherwise. He's Brock Purdy. I know he might not have the flashy name like a Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen. I know he might not have that type of flashy name. So what? Tell me. I'm here and I'm listening. And Sam, I know you're watching, and I know you're shaking your head saying, "Yep, Chris, you're exactly right." Because Sam and I are on the same page with this. We had this conversation literally yesterday about Brock Purdy, MVP, all of that. And we have to harp on the same thing week after week because people keep on hating, but there's no reason why he shouldn't be MVP. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. He's MVP and we have to live with it. And I'm happy to announce that Brock Purdy will win the MVP. Offensive Player of the Year. Yeah, that race will be between Tyreek Hill, Christian McCaffrey, and those two guys, because they've been the best two offensive position players. And it's been exciting to watch. McCaffrey, he can stay healthy. Amazing. Tyreek Hill, he was out this past week versus the Jets. Was he going to get 2,000 yards? I think yes. And what that battle is going to be fun. I'm excited to see. I think that Tyreek Hill will win the Offensive Player of the Year award, which is we're witnessing history here, people. Instead of complaining and bitching and moaning about, oh, why is he winning this? Why is he winning that? Why can't we just sit back and just enjoy history? Because will we ever see another receiver hit 2,000 yards again? Maybe, but when? When is that going to happen? It might not be for another 20, 30, 40, 50 years. It could not be in our lifetime. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing we're witnessing. We got to witness Tom Brady We're witnessing Tyreek Hill in this crazy year. We're witnessing we're witnessing Patrick freaking Mahomes. We're witnessing so much greatness, and yet everyone wants to sit here and have something to complain about instead of actually being like, wow, live in the moment. I get to watch these guys play, and I get to tell my kids, I get to tell my grandkids, yeah, I saw these guys play. I got to go watch them in person, win Super Bowls, and I get to be here and tell them about the stories about how great these guys were. But no, we have to go on our little comment sections and constantly complain and get ridiculed for saying stuff that's honestly just a true statement. But